Okay, did you hear about the cheese factory that blew up in France?
When was this?
I don't actually. Okay, it blew
what about it?
cheese. It blew cheese all over town. The brie everywhere. Get it like
Yeah,
brie,
honestly,
like brie cheese, and then
I don't
blue,
expect anything
as
less.
in like blue.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unique Hangouts. Today we have Andrea with a bright orange cap and Prem with his gamer headphones. And we're about to embark on a journey called Episode 3. Thank you so much for watching Episode 1 and Episode 2. I hope you've enjoyed them. Today, on Episode 3, we have a very special guest from a whole different field. They're not from the creative industry. They are a married couple who run their own physiotherapy services, and they are known as P&J Physiotherapy. So without further ado, let's welcome Joel and Priya from P&J Physiotherapy.
Hello,
Hey
hello,
guys.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
hello.
Welcome to the show.
Guys,
Remy.
welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyways, how are y'all? How are y'all doing?
Okay lah.
We're actually okay.
Business is okay.
Surprisingly, we're doing good lah during the pandemic.
Doing good.
That's good news. That's
Yeah,
good news, man.
we are doing good, so it's okay.
Everybody's sitting at home. I think they're butt paining lah.
No, I think it's basically because people are afraid to go out to the hospital, so that's why they are, they feel more comfortable in calling us.
So why do you guys choose to do physiotherapy in the first place, to be honest?
You want the long answer or the short answer? That's the question.
Give
If
it
the
a
long, if the long answer, you have to ask my wife. If you want
Okay.
the short answer, then you have to ask me.
Okay, let's hear it from Priya first.
Oh,
Why
okay.
physiotherapy?
Okay, so yeah, this is actually a very, very long answer. I actually had like a fall when I was 16 back in school, and I think after that I started having like a bit of like back pain. So I told my parents, but then they were like not believing me lah. They said, "Oh, you want to ponteng sekolah, so that's why you're giving us excuses."
Asian parents, I tell you.
So I kept on feeling the pain, and then there was one day in school that I couldn't like take the pain. It was very bad. That my whole right side it became numb. So then I got scared, and then my father took me to the hospital, and that's when we did like this MRI and all, and they found out that I had something called slip disc.
Damn, okay.
So and after that I actually went on for physio and chiropractic sessions for like since 16 I've been going for physio and everything. So my initial ambition was I wanted to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And then after going for physio sessions and everything, that got me into being a physio lah. Technically, that's how I wanted to become a physio. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool, man. How about you, Joel? Why did you become a physio?
I also know my video physio day. Because after SPM and all that, isn't it? We all of us, you know how we are lah. We always say fire. Then at that time also, when you want to learn something new, then like, what to learn? Then I was thinking to myself like, I don't know lah. So the easiest thing for me, because last time when I was younger, I love to cook.
Right, yeah.
So I thought I wanted to be a chef, so I wanted to go into culinary. But then out of the blue, my mom and my auntie they were like, "Hey, why not you just try to be a physio?" And I'm thinking myself, what the hell is a physio lah? Then I was like, okay lah, just enter to be a physio. I would say the first semester I didn't really like it because it was practically all theory lah. So you have to study a lot.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
feel you, bro.
studying is definitely not my forte lah.
Yeah.
So when it came to like the second semester and whatnot, it was more towards practical, so a lot of hands-on and whatnot.
Yeah.
So slowly within that, I found the passion of it lah. Then once you go older, you will know which type of field in physio you like to go to. So
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool story from both of you, man. I think I think if you didn't do physio, you wouldn't have met Priya, man. So I
Oh,
guess
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, that's
it
you're
was
married each other doing physio,
leading
right?
to that direction. So okay, so for the audiences who don't know, Priya and Joel, they're actually a married couple. They're one of the first few of our friends who got hitched, and they met. Their
Yeah,
love
man,
story
bro.
was, they met through college, through school, doing their physiotherapy courses, and that's
yeah.
how they met.
So, Priya, you're saying because you wanted to be a doctor, then now you're a physiotherapist, right?
Yeah.
So, do they call physiotherapists doctors, oh? No?
Actually, in India, if I'm not mistaken, in India and Australia and the UK, if I'm not mistaken, if a physiotherapist is a graduate in degree, yes, they are considered as doctors. But in Malaysia, we are now slowly, letting people know that we are here to help because a lot of people when they have, back pain or like shoulder pain or those kind of things, people are always looking for more of, they're looking for doctors. So everybody is trying to like maybe just pop a pill and then okay, I take Panadol and then everything is getting better.
That's the
But
Asian way,
people
like
are,
Panadol
yeah,
fix
so
everything.
people are not aware that physios actually, we help more of the non-conventional way lah. Rather
Right,
than
right.
going for surgery and those kind of things, it's like you still have physios to help you out.
Okay, lah. We'll call you Dr. Joel and Dr. Priya.
Yeah.
On our show, we'll put today our guest is Dr. Joel and Dr. Priya.
Hey, it's okay. We also want to try and change things in Malaysia, lah. So maybe we start tell people, hey, physiotherapists are also a doctor. But hey, guys, so you guys were, you guys studied together in college, physiotherapy. You guys got graduated, and then you all worked in the same place for a while, right? Before this in the hospital as well.
No, we actually worked in. He was mostly in a hospital line,
Yeah, yeah,
and mine was more of a center.
right. So that means after graduation, you guys both worked for an organization. You all work for somebody, and
Yes.
then you guys have now decided to, hey, we want to open a physiotherapy clinic, a mobile clinic, I guess, right? Because you guys don't have a physical place yet.
Yes.
And so it's considerably you guys are running your own businesses as well. So how was it transition, lah, guys, from working with somebody, gaining experiences, and then starting your own thing, and then yeah. So tell us a little bit about that, actually.
You want to start? Oh, I start. So basically, like how do you say this? When we started working and we worked in other organizations and whatnot, at that time we were thinking like, oh, okay, why would we want to work for other people? But then when we can actually work for ourselves and then we can get all the pocket money for ourselves.
Yeah.
But in the long run, actually, it was actually good for us because I would say like let's just say in physio, there's a lot of subsections, So there's like musculoskeletal, there's like cardiorespiratory, there's neuro and whatnot. So
Yeah.
basically, for what we have learned, actually, she has her own skill set and I have my own skill set. So for us now that we're actually going into a business that we already have known, okay, like for me, I'm more of geriatric and neuro. Geriatric is basically older people, and neuro is basically like stroke, traumatic brain injuries and whatnot. For like Priya, she's more of the musculoskeletal and sport injuries. So it's like all the common things like back pain, maybe like meniscus tear and whatnot. So if we didn't actually go through like the 4-5 years of learning from other people, I don't think so we would actually have the skill set to apply to particular patients and thinking like, oh, okay, instead of following the books, you can think out of the box and say, oh, maybe you can try this on this person. Everybody, even though it's the same problem, everybody is different. So we can say like we've been in this business for what, almost a year lah, a few months to a year. We have much to grow, but from what we have started and to what we are now, we have actually grown a lot. We have learned different things in the sense of not only being a physio as well, also trying to push our business and become more like business-minded people as well.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Honestly, I think like I've seen
Entrepreneur
that.
lah,
I think
Joel.
Yeah.
no, but that's honestly true. I mean, in terms of starting a business, I mean, any businesses that you start, because I feel like the 4 to 5 years of experiences that you had was very valuable to what you guys started right now. And I think similar for us as well. We before we started Unique Media, we were also working with other people. We gained experiences. I feel like if we never went through that process, I don't think so. We will also be able to deal with the current clients, know how to deal with clients and stuff like that moving forward. So I think it's similar as well for you guys, but except you guys are dealing with patients and these are like day to day basis. If I'm going to jump into this next question, I'm going to ask you guys like, has MCO affected that in some sense?
You wanna answer?
I mean, you all started your business about like you said, 8 months to a year ago. So then you all started during this whole COVID thing, right?
Yes, it was 8 months
Yeah.
because I was actually working with my previous company until when? June. May. Yeah, I was with them until May, and then I always knew that I was never meant to work with people forever. My
Preach, sister.
So the only reason I once I graduated, my idea was actually to start my own. But then my mom, being my mom, she said, no, you can't really start your own, unless you have few years of experience, which was true. I agree because I actually learned so many things from my previous place. How to handle with patient, not only treatment wise. Usually you can improve, but it's more of your PR and
Yeah.
how you treat your clients and sales, marketing, and this kind of things. So I did learn maybe I would say 15% from what they've taught me, and MCO, it was a big decision to actually leave my old place. It was a very huge decision, but I knew I was not happy. No matter how much you work, you never get that satisfaction. Like it's just like morning, wake up, go to work, and then you come back, and at the end of the day, you just get your money, and then you pay your bills off. So you don't get that happiness, the satisfaction. It was so frustrating. So I actually told Joel that I am going to quit. And one thing I would have to say that he was very supportive because at that point we had quite a huge commitment. We had a house to pay, and then our groceries, and like monthly you at least need about 5K to survive. And
Yeah.
that's not like something that getting a good income and then I just left it. But MCO, I would say MCO has been nice to us actually.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, MCO has been nice to us. I mean, there were struggles a bit here and there at the early stage because you wanted to start and you didn't know how would like whether you'll get the patients every month and everything. But we did manage. The only difficulties that we faced during MCO, it was more on the SOPs, because being a healthcare provider, you need to make sure that you follow a proper SOP, and we were always very worried about like going to everybody's house and then worried that you'll be getting COVID and whether you're going to affect the patient. So those are the things that we were very worried about. So
Yeah.
Having like worked with the company and then doing it on your own, what would you say is the hardest part of starting out on your own?
responsibility and being committed.
Oh, straight.
Yeah.
Just
Well, it's like
Yeah.
you look at the question beforehand, is it?
No, because when you're working with someone, you have no choice but to follow their rules. There's somebody there who is setting up rules. So all you have to do is, if you have to be at work at 8:30, you have to be there at 8:30. You have the punch card, and
Right.
you've already told what to do. But when you're on your own,
Yeah.
you set your own rules, your own guidelines, and when you do your own stuff, sometimes you tend not to follow things.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you get a bit like lazy and carried away. So that's like the only thing I think we should improve.
Why you looking at Joel? Joel, what's the bit, bro? Which football match you stayed up for, bro?
So you
Yeah.
see, you were saying stuff like you had to be concerned about the SOP and stuff, right?
Mhm.
So what kind of SOPs did you guys create to handle the whole situation? Because I'm sure you all had to make your own SOPs to handle patients and stuff, right? Because the government had their own SOPs, and I'm sure you all had to make your own SOPs.
So it's basically usually a more of a lot of make sure hands are always sanitized, and then frequent hand washing after each patient, because our patients, we travel from one home to another home, so we are
Yeah.
always a bit extra cautious in the sense that we tell the patient and their family members, like, if at all any of their relatives or friends and family have like direct contact with COVID, they need to notify us as soon as possible, because we can't be the middle person carrying the disease everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Right. Right.
that, and then we always mandatory mask wearing throughout the treatment, and yeah, but honestly, it's been a bit more easier to handle because you treat one to one than in a like
Group.
group or
Yep.
setup, and people
Yeah.
are also, our patients are also very how to say, supportive, so they also prepare hand sanitizers and all
Nice.
the like for us to wash hands, they prepare all that for us, so that's been
Yeah.
okay lah.
You guys have been working with this. I'm sure these clients that you guys have been with you guys for a long time. I mean, throughout the entire year that you guys have started, right? So, has it been difficult? Because I'm sure right now with the face mask and the gloves on, would the experience of treating the patient be different? Because I know that you probably have to use your hands to feel, like, if there's certain parts of the bones that are, like,
Yeah.
live or whatever. But yeah, has it been different for you guys?
Uh, I don't think so, because usually like last time also it depends on, like, for me, because I was in a hospital setup. So when you actually treat patients, you are advised to use your gloves and your mask at all times.
Yeah.
So like for me, it wasn't a big difference, a big leap of change, I would say, because
Yeah.
it was like just a status quo for me lah.
I
Yeah,
see. Okay.
but like for Priya, when it comes to Priya, isn't it? It's like certain patients, she was like, okay, I can use gloves and then it's okay. But then, because for her, it's more of the hands-on of saying like, oh, I have to palpate your bones, I have to palpate your muscles and whatnot to see whether it's tight or not. Like for
Yeah.
me, because like I said, I'm doing all mostly neuro patients and whatnot, isn't it? So I would have like the general idea of, okay, when I see that patient, then it's like, okay, this is the problem, that is the problem. Like but
Right.
for Priya, even though it's like what I said just now lah, it depends on the patient, because they can have the same problem, but doesn't mean we have the same problem.
True.
Huh? Like for Priya, it's like, just say if somebody comes to her and saying like, oh, okay, I have back pain. She, for her, knowing her, she won't keep quiet and just look at the back only. She will look up to the upper back and check the shoulders all the way down to your feet. So
Right.
Right.
for her, it was a bit more difficult,
Yeah.
because the touch, if you're not used to the gloves, the touch is very different compared to you wearing and not wearing gloves.
So okay, so like you said, right? You guys both have like two different sets of specialty in the physiotherapy industry. So when Joel goes and do your like when you go and treat your patients and when Priya go and treat your patients, do you guys go and do it together, or do you guys follow each other, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, practically we're together like 24/7 lah. So
Oh, that's damn sweet, lah,
That's,
bro.
oh, no.
it's a good thing and it's a bad thing at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least you guys have an extra set of hands to help you, because in case you need to lift a certain patient up, and
Yeah.
I'm sure then you have the other person who can help you. But yeah, I mean, because for you, Joel, you're doing neuro, and what's the other thing? I don't remember the word, but
Musculoskeletal.
yeah. So there is a lot of house call for that, and but for Priya, I know, because there's not much sports happening right now in Malaysia due to MCO.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that? Because now you don't have patients who getting injured from week to week basis,
Yeah. So
So
my job now, practically what I do is, because Joel's patient currently, we have more female patients than male patients. So
right.
basically, I'm always mostly assisting Joel, and I'm like chaperoning, because sometimes like being a female patient and a male therapist is treating you, it's best to have like a chaperone
Yeah.
throughout the treatment. So yeah, that's what I'm doing lah.
Man, perfect.
Oh,
Like, you
nice.
guys. I mean, I think it's meant to be for you guys to open PJ Physiotherapy, and
Yes, yes, it's nice to. It's not actually very nice to be working together. You know, like the small
correct.
lunch breaks that you have together, and yeah,
Especially the ones in the car, right? When you guys are traveling from one place to another, and then you guys have to have lunch while driving to the next place. I'm sure that
yeah,
that's all memories for you guys.
yes, yes, it
Uh,
is.
yeah.
So
I
you're
mean,
feeding each other lah while driving back.
Yeah, because he's
throughout
driving
driving.
most of the time. So yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure, if this duo of you guys not happen, I'm sure if throughout Priya, if you guys would individually decide to open, then you guys will have to hire somebody else to help you guys, and that would be an overhead cost for running a business. So I guess it was quite a meant to be situation for you guys to
Yeah.
Yeah.
start a business, and
Are
I
you
think
guys planning to ever expand,
yeah.
like open a clinic maybe and then hire people and stuff like
Uh,
that?
that is the plan for the future, but maybe not anytime soon. Let's give it maybe another 10 years, I think.
Hmm.
Another
Wow,
10
that's
years.
a pretty long run, but I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
it's a
it's
good
a good
time.
goal to have.
And I like working just two
Just both of
of
you.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I can be a bit sometimes hard and pushy.
Yeah.
so so I have to work my
Joel's in the side like yeah.
You're like, yeah.
before I decide to hire somebody else. So I think I need to work on that first lah. Like maybe
All right.
I don't think so. We are ready to like have another person in our team yet because we are still like finding ways to improve our business. So once I think it's 100% I'm there, and my OCD tells me I have done right,
Yeah.
then we might think of expanding lah.
Does this include for mini Joel and mini Priya?
Oh,
Hopefully
we're gonna
soon.
continue. Joel is just like, oh, okay, we're going there.
Keep putting me in a spot, babe.
No, but I mean, it's something we look forward to see.
Yeah, I mean, basically, for now, it's like because we've been married 1 year plus already, so this year would have been 2 years already. So, at first, when both of us had our jobs, we were planning to have one last year, but then since we quit our jobs and we started our own business, so we decided to push back our planning and all that lah. So and then this year we decided to buy a house also. So we're just waiting for the house to just settle up, and then we'll settle. Once we have settled down, hopefully, I hope lah by next year we'll have a small addition to the crew lah.
When is the house
Yeah.
ready?
It should be done in August lah.
Okay, Christmas
Nice.
this year, whose house lah?
Can
Just hope lah COVID doesn't go on until Christmas.
Yeah, it's true, lah, bro. I think we haven't had a Christmas at your place in a while. I think the last
I
was 3
mean,
years
this
ago
year,
before
last
we
year
got
Christmas
married.
was quiet.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know how Christmas is always like
Yeah.
it's always like the gang meets up at somebody's house, then
Yeah.
we just like lepak and we'll eat and we'll drink until like God knows what time. But for now we're just hoping that the interstate borders is open, so at least we can go back to Penang because like Priya said lah, we haven't been back for a year.
But I think if you guys like have a letter and then you all want to travel for work, you can travel instead, right?
Yeah, but we're being responsible civilians.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, proud guys. Look up to the people. Dr. Joel, Dr. Priya.
I mean, that's good, honestly,
Because like you don't want just accidentally you go back, you travel and then you carry something back, and we have to be extra careful because we deal with patients. So that's the reason why we are not traveling.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
How's things with y'all?
Oh shit! The interview turned around. Yeah, I think it's been okay for us as well. I think we've been going through a bit. We've been going through our own challenges as well. Of course, since MCO, the first MCO we were pretty okay. They didn't really hit us as badly, and then towards the end of last year, that's when we really started feeling it. And then I think if you guys don't know, but Prem and I, we actually got tested positive for COVID in
Yeah, we
New
heard.
Year's
Yeah.
Eve. Yeah,
Oh,
New
this
Year's
travel fast,
Eve.
huh?
Of course.
No, you think the
Yeah,
happy boys will keep quiet?
no lah, I don't think so. They will lah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something that we were shy about anyways also because it happened. It happened
Yeah, it happens to
New
anyone.
Year's. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got tested on
exactly.
New Year's Eve. And then we were in quarantine since New Year. So from New Year all the
Oh
way till like
God.
about 15, 20 days in, after doing one first test, second test, we were both positive. And then finally, I think after 25 days, I went to KKM called me up, and then I went over to their test center, and then we did a test, assessment test, and it was all okay. Prem as well, I think was similar. He also went and did 1 and 2 tests, and then he went and did
Yeah.
an antibody test, and then we were okay lah.
Antibody
So
test, yeah.
yeah, so technically throughout January we had zero jobs because we were in quarantine, and of course we didn't want to risk anything lah.
Yeah.
Um, and right now, this month is all about February is all about bouncing back into momentum lah. So, but like I think generally for us that January it wasn't all that bad though, to be honest, because for us
Yeah.
I think I personally totally I don't know about Prem, but it became like a holiday for me, man. Like I think that was a much needed break.
Yeah, like
Because
a
I
long
think
break,
through
school holiday like that.
exactly, yeah, because like I think from like 2019 to 2020, 2019 to like mid 2020, we were really just doing back to back jobs, man. It was pretty crazy. I think all the way to end of last year as well, we were pretty like, so to finally have like a couple of weeks off and like actually just sit down and be like, you wake up in the morning and be like, I have nothing to do today. That's crazy good. Uh, until reality hits you like shit, I got bills, that's when the bills start coming.
Yes.
Oh no. Yeah, but
Yes.
overall it was a good experience. And I think coming back into February, now that we have all these jobs coming in as well, and we're also hoping that to get more bookings for March, April onwards. But yeah, similar to you guys, I think we have been lucky because a lot of our clients were spread through word of mouth. I
Yes.
mean, if you can do all the marketing you can
That's the
do,
best way to find clients actually.
exactly, yeah. We've done all sorts of online marketing, we've done paid promotion ads and stuff like that. But in the end of the day, it's still the word of mouth that spreads. Because
Yeah.
once people actually start promoting you through word of mouth, that means your business actually is pretty okay lah, decent lah. That means you guys
Yeah.
have done pretty good work, and people are recommending you to another person. Yeah.
So if you all know anybody who want some videos or photos, you know who to call.
So being married and also working together and spending a lot of time together, do you guys like when you guys have like work disagreements and stuff, how do you sort of work it out without having disagreements like affect your personal relationship?
Okay, I think I will answer this one. Because what he will say, isn't it? I think so. Just contradict everything. Okay, so for me, because for her, isn't it? It's basically like whatever goes on at work, isn't it? She wants to bring it back home, and then she just wants to continue talking about it. So and the thing is, I mean, I don't mind that. Okay, if you like once you're back home, that you have a time of planning, like okay, like what are we gonna do for the business and whatnot. That's okay with me. But then she isn't it? She out of nowhere, out of the blue, I'll be falling asleep. Out of hey B, how are we gonna do this? I'll be looking at her. I'm like, hey, it's 12 o'clock. Huh? You want to talk about business now? So, like for me, I have the boundaries of when it's time to think about work and when it's time to have my personal time with my wife. But when it comes to her, it's like everything is a mixed match thing, you know.
Right.
So, so like she doesn't know how to compartmentalize things yet.
Right. Good answer.
Yeah, teacher
I
lah,
think
Joe.
so. I will ever learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Priya, give us your answer to that. Give us your answer. We already had Joel's version. Now let's hear
Yeah,
it.
we want to hear.
No, I mean like yeah, we do have like a lot of disagreements when it comes to like because when you're working together, you don't see each other as husband and wife anymore. It's
Yeah.
more of like I'm a therapist and you are a therapist, and like we do have healthy, I would say healthy disagreements when it comes to the way we want to handle our patients or the business and everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is difficult to like not take it to heart because it is about business. You have to be professional, but it's not easy, especially like when you're traveling the whole day with a person and then you come back and you still look at the person's face and you cannot like put it behind. And yeah, I mean, and like getting how to say I can say I don't have the boundaries, which is true. Because at 12 o'clock is the time when I am relaxed and all the new ideas will just flow in, you know. I'm a person that if I get all these sort of ideas, I get a bit overwhelmed. So I just need to pass it down to another person.
Yeah, if you guys weren't like doing physiotherapy, what would you guys be doing?
Oh, damn.
I have no clue.
I think I would definitely be in some sort of medical
Line.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what. But something to do with healthcare, definitely.
Yeah.
Right.
So see you somewhere on the line of Dr. Priya.
Maybe lah.
Yeah, I think Joel answered this question earlier. I think Joel would have done culinary if it
Culinary, Chef Joel.
Yeah,
physio.
from the
Yeah.
looks of it, I don't think so. I have any other choice in it. So
Hey, I mean, at least you're the physiotherapy and you have a brother who's an actual chef, dude. So like,
I know, right?
So
Your
food
family's
also always
complete,
started during family reunions.
Yeah, like my life is settled, you know. So like, if my family has any body pains, they come to us.
Yeah.
If we're hungry, we go to my brother. And then the youngest one wants to become a mechanic, and then he's actually like doing internship in a Porsche mechanic shop.
Right.
That's
Nice.
in Ara. So like now anything that's
Car problem settle.
car problem settled. Just bring the car and be like, oh okay, my car got this problem. Then just check and yeah, free of charge. All you have to do is just buy the barang. So settle already. Like
Hey, your family
exactly,
want to adopt?
We're open for adoption, lah, bro. But so on that note, okay, because you've been growing as physiotherapist, you've worked with people, you started your own businesses. So for people who are interested in doing physio or plan to start their own physio company or clinic, what would you advise them?
You want to answer?
You can answer.
Oh, for me, if it's not only okay, I would say if you want to be anything, okay, whether you want to become a mechanic, you want to become a chef, you want to become a physio or whatever it is, you have to have the passion for it. Regardless whether it's a title, position or whatnot, if you have the love of what you're doing, it wouldn't feel like a job. As long as you love what you're doing, you're settled for life.
Agreed, man.
As long if you don't love what you're doing, it's gonna be like a job, and then it's like, oh okay, it's like a 9 to 5 job. You're like, oh okay, tomorrow's the next another day. Okay, end of the month I'm gonna get my gaji. This is gonna be the same roller coaster over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. I agree, man.
And
What about you, Priya?
For me, I think if anybody who wants to start their own business, I would say go out there and get experience first.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't straight away. I mean, you can straight away start, but personally, I feel like working with other people, you learn a lot of things. So for all the young physios out there, I always like
They still young.
even younger people who are younger than us. Like our juniors also, they do ask me, like, oh, you started your own how is it and everything. So when they ask me for like how are you getting all these patients and all, the only reason why I would say that people actually recommend us is because we have experience.
Yeah.
A lot of them are more comfortable in having physios who have experience, because sometimes this is regarding your health, so it's difficult to blindly trust someone.
True.
So if you have prior experience, people will feel much comfortable with handling with anybody. I think we all are the same, right? Because when we go to a doctor, we will be like, we do the research. Oh, this fella got how many years experience and all those kind of things. So I think experience is like the key lah.
I just want to ask you guys as well, like, if what can we expect from PJ Physiotherapy in the time to come?
Oh, yeah. For us now, practically was just gonna go with the flow, and then hopefully we are planning by next year to slowly expand in the sense of we're still gonna do mobile physio, but at the current time now we only have one car. So hopefully by next year, if our finances are all okay, we can invest in another car, and then it's like we don't need to be together for all our patients. So
Right,
like
right.
she can have a one set of patients to herself, I can have one set of patients to myself. So at least like just say if in a day right now I can see up to seven patients, so she herself also can have seven patients
7 more.
for herself.
Yep.
Right.
So like
That's
it's more
lovely.
income for us, and then at the same time it's more clientele, and then the word of our business also will slowly get out there
Spread
lah.
more.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
the goal.
sorry. Yeah,
No,
sorry, continue first, Joel.
no, I mean that's the short term goal for right
Goal,
now
yeah.
lah.
Okay,
But the
okay. I mean
long
it's
term
good.
goals we are slowly getting there, but we're still trying to plan out different things of what we want to do lah.
All right. You heard it, guys. This is PJ Physiotherapy's future plans for what they want to expand to, and maybe what they could use is your support as well. For anybody who needs physiotherapy services, do reach out to them. And but on that question, how can they reach out to you though?
They can reach out to us through Facebook and Instagram, both also under PNJ Physiotherapy Services. Our contact numbers are all attached there lah. So if you have any questions, don't feel free to ask. It's not like we're gonna charge you anyway. So
Yeah.
if you have any particular question on what you guys should do and whatever we can help with, we can help with.
The stigma is always that if you have something that's hurting and you want to go and meet a professional, you immediately think that they're going to charge you. But P&J Physiotherapy doesn't do that. You can reach out to them, speak to them about your problems. But if it's a fever, I don't think so. They're the right guys to
Yeah,
talk to.
no.
So if anything that's regarding body aches, body pains, reach out to them, ask them, and they will give you a free consultation. And at least from there you know what to move forward.
Heartaches also can.
We'll attach all their social media links and contact numbers below, so you can actually reach out to them. So thank you so much again, once again, Priya and Joel. It's
Thank
been
you,
Thank you
awesome
thank
for
speaking
having
with you
us.
you.
guys. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much to Priya and Joel for joining us today from PNJ Physiotherapy. We've heard some pretty interesting insights about the physiotherapy industry in Malaysia, especially with what's happening currently. Um, I think for all the audiences out there, if you want to get a free consultation from them, just go ahead and check out all their social media, where we're going to put in the links below.
Thank you for watching this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. Maybe DM us. You know, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much, guys. Till then, we'll catch you in episode 4. Stay safe and take care.